Ooga walla, make the screen grow. Ooga walla, with a nice glow. Hey everyone, this is Jardis the Artist here with HumbleMan Podcast. This is, I don't know what episode this is. But anyway, the last episode I was talking about a few things and I thought I'd follow up on them. Scott Christian Salva was one of them, and his friend who inspired me to do this new style where I actually just scratch things out and then kind of look at them almost like when you're cloud gazing and decide, oh, that's what that kind of looks like, and I'll make that. The man who did that, he actually makes ink monsters. His name is Kim Diaz-Holm, and I'm just going to talk about him today. And then we were going to follow up and talk about the technique I was using in the background of the grass from the last video, which this ladybug is part of that project. It's just, I don't have a, if I can word, the ladybug is part of that project. It's just not shown right now because the grass is in the background and I don't have that shown, so I don't accidentally draw over it while I'm making the ladybug. Whew, if I can talk. Alright, so the first thing I want to do today is talk about is Scott Christian Salva in his latest video, just to share him out. He has 2.6 million followers right now. 2.06 million followers, my bad. And he has 1.3 thousand videos. Holy crap, he has a lot. He's done quite a bit. He's made crackers for Netflix, or animal crackers, my bad. Ooh, we're editing he's been on YouTube for many years, and his latest video is an ad from Skillshare of all things, which I think is kind of cool. In this video, it's actually about his live streaming he's been doing and how he got his first sponsorship. It's like I was drawing a blank there, sponsorship. And he was just sharing with everyone how he learned, took some classes and he keeps learning, and how anyone who was in the live stream could get a free month. This was 2 weeks ago though, so I don't think this is still going, but it's the 4th ad he had for it, so that's kind of cool. I really like it when creators share their journey and showcasing what they're doing and how they never stop learning, even though they're technically professionals at their art. And I just really like that about Scott. He's very humble and he puts a lot of the effort into these really short videos. I've tried to copy him a little bit, and even my style, it's nowhere near his in quality. It takes hours to do, and copying him actually taught me how to edit down videos pretty well. I just kind of watched him and how he cut his videos and learned from it. I've always really liked his content. I just wanted to share him with you guys if you hadn't seen him yet. It's pretty cool. He usually does just short content. He live streams, and even his longer form content is usually still pretty short. That ad was only a minute long. The previous video he did is what kind of eraser is best for your art, and that was a minute and a half. Hope, the Harvey Milk speech, as read by Ian McKellen, that was 3.5 minutes. The one thing he did, the video before that was an hour and a half, 57 minutes. That's the longest video he has. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 videos after that, and he still hasn't broken 15 minutes, I think, on any of those videos. So he's very easy to watch. You just pick up and look at his stuff, and he gives really good art tips. And I would highly recommend watching him if you want to learn art, and just seeing someone else go on his journey learning art and trying new things. He's very good at that and good for that. So I hope you all take the time out of your day to go see his stuff, and hopefully I'll get a little bit better by watching him myself and keep growing as an artist and entertaining you guys. So on to the next section. On to the second section, Kim Diaz-Holm. This is the gentleman who does ink monsters that I was inspired by in the last video and I was talking about, who I could not remember his name for the life of me. He's a wonderful artist with 400,019 subscribers. That is phenomenal. 419,000 subscribers. My bad. Not 400,019 subscribers, but 419,000. I misspeak a lot. So he's a really, really wonderful and talented artist. He's done some amazing work. I watch a lot of his shorts. I will warn you though, his art is not for everyone. I would put him in the same talent and category as H.R. Geiger, who did the Alien artwork. For anyone who's watched sci-fi, you may know that. If I were to compare them as animators, Scott and Kim, Scott's Disney, Kim is the Don Bluth, like Secret of Nim production. If they were tabletop gaming, Scott would probably be D&D, a little more family friendly, and Kim would be Warhammer 40k. He gets into some important and interesting topics sometimes, and his art reflects that, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and I love him for it. But I also know because of that, he's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's probably why he doesn't have as many followers as he does. But I love his art. I just think it's amazing how he does this, and he can just work on it, and it helped him with his depression. He admits he suffers from bipolar disorder. In fact, I'm going to read his bio here on his YouTube channel. He says, Kim Diaz home, he, him, they, those are his preferred pronouns. Father, artist, anarchist, bipolar, making art for free use, abolish copyright, art for free use, and links. And then it gives his website, https, I think that's semicolon / DENUNGEHERRHOLM.com, or denherholm.com. I cannot say that properly. Yeah, but I was spelling that out because this is a podcast for anyone on YouTube watching, so there will be audio listeners, and I want to make sure they have it. I will try to link that. He does have free art for use, and there's a video I'm going to share of his, I think he'll be okay with me sharing, where he discusses his belief on the copyright system, and I'm going to insert that video right here for the listeners. I hope I can have it up. If this does get copyright struck on YouTube, I will have to silence it and discuss it. I don't want to get in trouble. I know he'd probably be okay with it because I'm sharing his stuff, but YouTube's a little fickle and we can't really talk to them about this, and it is what it is. So with that, I will pause this audio recording.
Most artists probably disagree. I release all my own art for free use, arguing for radical copyright reform. Free use so that people can download my art, copy it, modify it, sell it, do as they please. I use a Creative Commons attribution license to make sure this is done in a legal way. But why anti-copyright? If you're an artist, it's safest to keep your own copyrights. But realize that the copyright today is a failed system by its own standards. It was designed to give creators incentive to make new stuff, so new stuff would eventually go to the public domain and belong to everyone. Now copyright is used to stop the production of new works, and the public domain is being killed. And copyrighted work is considered by law a form of speech. So this is a freedom of speech issue, and we need good reason to impede on that freedom. I'm all for having incentive and protection for artists, but our current copyright model is not only failing at that, it's against the nature of art itself and needs to go. Make free art or die.
Okay, so I really like that video, and I feel like it really showcases Kim as an artist and some of his values, and that's kind of why I wanted to share it. He is a wonderful and talented artist, and he has very strong beliefs that he is not afraid to stand up for and share. And there's some that I don't necessarily agree with, but I love that he has the backbone is what I really think is to share it, because I personally just don't. I skirt around it, and I'll be honest, I don't really want to even be part of anything. I just want to share art and make people happy. That's about all I want to do. And share other people's art and showcase it. There is something on his website, though, that I would love to share with you guys. So I'm going to switch over to my camera and record that while we talk about it. Alright guys, this is his website here on, I think this is the landing page. I go here and go here. Is that right? Yes, that is correct. Okay. I try to have like a rough draft. So I want to thank him for that, and let's actually see some of his art. It's actually really beautiful. I love all this. Like, it looks almost like flames. He goes to bands and actually draws them while they perform, and it's incredible what he does. New live drawings. I think that's what he's talking about, where he does live drawings. He also has this wonderful print of, I think these are the moons that ate the sun and the moon in Norse mythology, and I can't remember their names. I remember Fenrir, which is the one that kills Odin in Ragnarok, and he's chained in Helheim. It may be incorrect. He also has this nice Grim Reaper one. It's really nice elderly man. Does this actually tell you what it... Tolstoy? Yeah, he does sell his work. Like, just because he says he does have work up for free doesn't mean he doesn't sell his work. And if you want, you can buy it. You can also use it and edit it for free, as we saw in the video he discussed. And he makes beautiful works. There's, oh wow, this underwater one. Cthulhu, can't really pronounce his name. Literally, like, that's the whole point of it being spelled that way. You're not supposed to really be able to say it in our tongue. So really any pronunciation is the correct version, or every pronunciation is incorrect, because that's like the lore of Cthulhu. He has merch too. Oh, the Live Free Art or Die's on a t-shirt. That's cool. Make free art or die. That's nice. Weirdly enough, I actually do have free art on my Ko-fi page. I don't have my own website yet. We're looking into it. I genuinely wish I had. I really like his layout. I might copy his layout a little bit when I make my own art, because it looks like he has different sections. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Signed prints, merch. And you can just scroll down and see these beautiful works of art. What does he use? Like, is this a Squarespace, WordPress, Shopify? Huh. Guys, I've been looking to make my own website for a while now. I guess I've never thought about Shopify. That looks really good, though. Like, I'm really shit at web design. I know a little bit of coding. I'm teaching myself to code, but there's just something about this layout. I love how it has this easy commissions, original paintings, merch, prints, signed prints. It's just this beautiful, sleek design. It reminds me of old Facebook in a way, where modern Facebook has it all on the left. The old Facebook was all up top. I really like that design. And then you have these different sections you can go through. I love this layout. I love it. I'm gonna see if he has a link. Sorry guys, I'm just getting excited over the thought of having my own website. I've been saving up and trying to figure things out for that for almost a year now, because I've been making my own art and I sell my own stuff. I have my own LLC. I don't know what this type of license he's talking about is. I know he's in a different country, but there should be something similar to America, or here in America, and I'd like that, because on my Ko-fi page, let me see if I can pull that up here in a second. Alright, here's my Ko-fi page. I like to say it like that, just weirdly. Ko-fi. Yeah, I got like this share post. I got everything set up. I have my first piece of artwork on my page, but it doesn't look anywhere near as beautiful as his. It's this rose here, and I have it for free. Anyone can donate if they want. This free rose here by Jardist. Jardist is my handle. It just means just another artist. I love how it sounds like a name, and it's just my pen name. It's what I like to use. That's why I was like, oh no, my real name's on here. Oh well, fudge it. I like my older content, I show my face and my real name, so it's like if anyone really searched half-assedly, they'd know it. So. But yeah, this is my Ko-fi page. I'm working on the second art piece right now. Is actually, I had this idea of making my own trading card game with my art, and I really like the idea of that. I Might explore using some of his art too and redoing it and paying him. That's probably a lot further down the line. Like my about page here, this is why I made this coffee page. It was a long time ago. It says, "Hello everyone, I'm just another artist, or Jardist for short. I'm on here today in hopes of setting up a Neopets store as part of the Neopets fan art program." Did not go well. In fact, let's edit this. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Future artist here. That did not happen. Because I couldn't get Neopets art done in time. They had this fan art program last, I want to say November-ish. Maybe April, actually, of this year. I'm not 100% sure. It was a while ago now, though. And within that month, if you were an artist, you could set up a Ko-fi page, a couple other different websites, but I like Ko-fi first. Or Ko-fi. I liked it more than any of the others. And so I set up here, and you had to have only Neopets art on it. So that's why I set this up. It didn't go according to plan because I had other stuff I had to do. So it kind of got pushed to the side, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to keep the page because I can sell my digital art on here, and I'm going to learn and I'm going to grow. I like this as a sharing the YouTube type thing, but I don't like this as my store. So I will keep it, I think, for a while. I might just sell digital art on here. I'm not sure, but I do love Kim's art. Okay, yeah, future artist here. That did not happen. Now this page is shown in my podcast. Who knows where I'll be? I'll be in a year. Just save that because that description did not do me any favors. How do I save? Okay. Oh, it just automatically saves once you hit the home page. So yeah, that's my Ko-fi page. That's about all I have to say about Kim at this point. He's a tremendous artist. Makes wonderful art, as you can see, and he has a heart. That sounded like a diss on other people, but I really hope that we can get the money raised for this family in Gaza, from Gaza. I apologize. I donated, and hopefully some of you might too. If not, please share with your friends and family on whatever social media you choose, and let's get back to the podcast. This was not part of the podcast, by the way. This was just spur of the moment, I kind of want to do it thing. I mean, sharing his art was, but the fundraiser was like, oh, that's neat. Let me talk about that. It's just side tangent over. So I figured let's start the podcast off while talking about an art technique. Last time I didn't know what it was called, where you make the background of the image blur, almost like you're taking a photography photo. I tried to Google it, and I found this lovely gem. And I just figured I'd just start sharing webcam footage. Alright, so when I tried to search this technique by typing up, I think it was a circle dot technique in the background to make it look blurred, I kept on getting this result, sfumato or sfum. I'm pretty sure the S is silent, or maybe the F is silent. Sfumato or fumato. Sfumato. Okay, so it's neither. Smoked off is what it is. It's a painting technique that was used in the Renaissance era, summing it up, to make certain things blur in the background. The technique is a fine shading meant to produce a soft transition between colors and tones. In order to achieve a more believable image, it is most often used by making subtle gradations that do not include lines or borders from areas of light to areas of dark. This technique was used not only to give an elusive and illusionistic rendering of the human face, but also to create rich atmospheric effects. Leonardo da Vinci described the technique as blending colors without the use of lines or borders in the manner of smoke. So this is what I kept coming up with, which is not the right technique. but I thought it was fun to reference because no matter how hard I Googled this, I could not find it. So I messaged my friend from the Art Guild. I just didn't get her permission to mention her name, so I won't. And she said it was this technique, bokeh, or bokeh. And she pronounces it bokeh, and she actually spelt it like that because she couldn't remember the spelling at the time. And this is a particle painting, have a very unique and simple dry brush method that is done with natural round bristle brushes, which automatically renders a very effective bokeh effect, or bokeh. And it's just the blurred effect in the background of footage images. So photography typically, but as you can see here in this painting, it's there, and then in this fence, it's in the fences to make it look out of focus, and so the fences look in focus. This here is a lovely rendition of it with a bird. Here's some more birds. And it's just wonderful technique. So that's just a lovely technique is what I was trying to say there. I didn't realize I cut myself off on that recording. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I didn't really have anything left to say about anyone. Not Kim or Scott. I think I will do another section for Scott in the future because I don't think I did him justice in his segment here because I didn't really know what to do, but I like seeing that growth in my channel, and I don't think this podcast needs to be perfect. I just want to do as good as I can for now and learn from it. So I also realized I didn't really describe those pictures very well for podcasters. I don't know how. I actually have an idea of how to, because there's this system that people who are blind use when they watch television to describe the scene and stuff. And maybe if I could look that up, I could kind of describe this better for you guys, for the podcast listeners. This is a podcast for most, but I kind of like this system that I'm kind of brewing. I do think my friend at the Art Guild had the best idea where I need to put this arts section in the front and then talk about an artist, and I think maybe showcase my art before the other artists and tell you about my favorite thing I did today in my art, because this is supposed to be me showcasing my art too. I also like the idea of not showcasing massive channels, but smaller channels on YouTube. And then also I have a email that I can set up for you guys to send in for Jardis the Artist content, and we can share your art. Hopefully the bigger I get, the more likely people will share. And I still figuring out the podcast side of things, because I post my podcast to not Restream.io. That's what I did streaming with. Anchor, which is now Spotify for podcasters. Sorry. It used to just be Anchor. And it posts it to a whole bunch of different podcasting platforms. And I need to go to those podcasting platforms, I think, to see my stuff. I'm not sure if I can get... I'm not sure if the comments show up on Anchor, or... I don't really know how that goes. I always listen to my podcast on Fountain, which you can earn Bitcoin from and stuff, and I really like that. I used to only listen to them on YouTube, so if they had a video like this. But I think it's coming along nicely. We're still growing. We're still learning. I do like the idea, too, of having a catch one more section where I'm talking about something that most people don't really consider art, but is, and I do, and I really like the idea of that, because a lot of things are art that people are like, no, that's not art. Or I would never have thought of that as art, and I'd love to share that with people, and I think that would get a lot more people into the podcast and talking, and maybe have some people guesting on here. I'm nowhere near big, but maybe if I share someone's art and they want to do a guest segment talking about their art for a few minutes, and we can have a back and forth dialogue, that'd be awesome. Especially if I live streamed it, that'd be really wonderful. We're still figuring out the live streams on this channel. I got Destiny 2 live streams I'm supposed to be doing. I think I want to do it Monday through Thursday for a couple hours every night. And if I dedicate that to this week, then great. I think that's about all we have for today, though. Thank you all for listening. I do want to say one more thing before I go. I need to think about it, though, so I'm going to pause this recording. I love doing this recording this way, where I have segments of I know what I want to say. So, all right, so I always like to end my stuff on a blessing. Today I was thinking this is all about learning new things and learning new skills, so whatever skill you're trying to learn out there, may you be blessed with quick progress and the support you need to stay the course. As it should be, it will be done. Blessed and complete, and so is this video. See you next time.